coming up on this week's programme?
I'm on an Arctic adventure deep in Finnish Lapland. I hang out with a rapper who's helping to preserve a nearly extinct Arctic language.
That's it! Look at it!
And I get maybe too close to a reindeer roundup.
I wouldn't want to get hit by one of them though. Hello and welcome to the travel show with me, Adi Adepitan. This week we're in northern Finland. To be precise, we're on the frozen Lake Inari in Lapland, home to the indigenous Sami people, whose centuries-old tradition and language is under threat. Now I've come here to spend some time with the Sami people to see how tourism is saving their culture.
Finnish Lapland is as close as it gets to a winter wonderland. More than 1 million tourists come here each year in search of the Northern Lights, Santa and his reindeer. The Sami are the indigenous people who live in this part of the world, from northern Norway, Sweden, Finland and the far northeastern part of Russia. There's around 6,000 Samis left in this part of Finland, and here they're known as the Inari Sami because most of them live around Lake Inari, which is 250 kilometers north of the Arctic Circle. I've never been so far north.
I'm here.
After landing in the town of Ivalo, just an hour-and-a-half flight from Helsinki, I meet my first Inari friend.
Hello!
Hey!
Welcome to Finland.
Thank
and
you.
Ivalo.
I'm Adi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Johanna.
Nice to meet you. And look at your outfit.
Ah, thank you.
You look amazing.
Thank you.
Is this our transport?
Yeah, it's going to be our transport for this trip, and we got so many things planned for you here.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm loving that hat. That's the way
thank
forward.
you. It's really warm. It's really warm.
Life here must be really tough. There's snow on the ground for 7 months of the year, and the most practical way to move around is by snowmobile.
So this is the best way to get there?
Yeah, no, there's no other way to get there.
Okay, so this is how I'm rolling.
Yes.
You're going to teach me, are you?
Yeah, Antti, nice to meet you.
Ante, nice to meet you, Adi. So tell me about this machine, my friend.
Well, these are the things that revolutionized the life in here in one way.
Uh-huh.
Because we got them about 50, 60 years ago to Finland, and this, made things much more easier actually in here.
So what did you use before these?
Skis.
Skis.
Reindeer.
Skis and reindeer.
Old school.
Old school. Normally when you're driving on a track, that you have your feet in here and your hands on the bar. And if you want to go right, you pull from the right one, of course, left to the left one. Well, brake we have on the left side.
Yeah.
This is the panic button. So if you lose control, something happens that you want, you just hit that one.
So I hit that button and then I go, Ante!
Yeah, then we're good to go.
Yo, it's so hard to believe that I'm on a snowmobile going across Lake Inari in Finland, and beneath me is thousands and thousands of gallons of water. It's just crazy. This place is so beautiful. I wasn't expecting that.
Around 30 years ago, the Inari Sami culture was on the verge of extinction. Inevitably, there's been a drift to the cities, to an easier life. Traditional cultures experience that loss the world over. But these days, tourism is creating jobs, allowing some young Sami to move back home. Inari Sami culture has been under pressure for decades. In the past, this community was marginalised and their mother tongue was banned from schools. With only 400 Inari Sami speakers, the language is still threatened. But one man is coming to the rescue using an unconventional method.
Amok, you are a hip-hop artist and you rap in your native language, Inari.
Yes, Inari Sami language, yeah.
I mean, tell me about it, because I love hip-hop, but the last place that I would expect to find a hip-hop artist was in Lapland.
Yeah, in the middle of nowhere. Many people think it's quite weird doing hip-hop, gangster rap in Inari Sami language, spoken by 400 people, so that's the kind of a way that I'm telling about this little minority in minority. I like the sound that it's like a mystical thing that people don't know really.
There's only 400 Inari Sami speakers in the world.
Yeah.
Then, I mean, in that case, how old are they? What's the average age? Are you...
Well, of course, the most people who speak Inari Sami in their mother tongue, they are mostly more than 50 years old, or a little bit older people.
And those older people, are they into hip hop and your rapping style?
I don't think so. But there are this new generation also, because there's a lot of revitalizing programs.
Okay, Amak, spit some bars for us, and I am pretty sure this will be the premiere on BBC of anyone hearing someone rap in Inari Sami, so we're looking forward to this.
Okay, so Lahmaat som maasat maailman kostla asom aipas alkosko maailmloitus maava aiko outil shiva vuos muutaansa. Täluaina mahtotussot mahtot huksee. Orost ja oskomos osko mut munje monkin oskol tohon moskocholmi osko shatte oro josko.
Brap, brap, brap! Inari Sami in the house! That's wicked, that's wicked. I loved it. I felt it, I felt it, you were there. My first day in Lapland is nearly over. It's been great. Learned to use the snowmobile, which is practical and a lot of fun. Now tomorrow I'm heading into the forest, and before I go into the forest, I really want to get geared up and I need to get myself some traditional Sami clothing, and I've heard there's someone here who can help me out with that. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Thank you.
I'm
Very well.
Addy. Nice to meet you.
I'm Stephanie. Welcome in.
Sami handicraft, or tieji in the Inari Sami language, is centuries old and dates back to a time when the Sami were far more isolated from the outside world than they are today.
Well, what are you making?
It's the belt.
And how long would it take you to make a belt?
For me, it takes 5 hours, but for some old people who have done this their whole life, it doesn't take long from them.
You need to speed up, Stephanie. Come on.
Yeah.
Using wool, reindeer skins, antlers and wood, the Sami weave centuries-old traditional patterns, each specific to a particular area or family. Stephanie was forced to move away to look for work, but she's recently returned back to Inari and teaches handicraft making to tourists.
I got bored to the south of Finland, and I got this, I guess it was my grandmother who gave me the passion to come here and learn the language.
So how important is it for you to keep the tradition going?
There are very, very few handicraft makers who do this. So it's very important for me. It's like, sometimes I think, who would I be if I wouldn't do these things?
Is it difficult? Would I be able to have a go?
I don't know.
The way you looked at me.
Yes, of course.
Uh-oh. So it needs to be tight.
Yeah, quite tight. Don't hurt yourself.
There goes the ribs. This looks so complicated. And that goes up.
Yeah.
I think I need like
four pairs of hands for this. I'm going through.
Yeah, you
Going
are.
through there.
Yeah, and then you just pull it there.
Put it there. And then you've got to do that same thing for every row.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised it takes 5 hours. This would take me 5 days.
It's very complicated, this. So here are gloves for you.
How many hours did they take you to make?
It doesn't take long to make those ones. When you've done it like 4 years, you can do it with your eyes covered.
Superb. How do I look?
Cool. You look super cool, yes.
So stay with us because coming up... I try my hand at rounding up the reindeer here in Lapland. So don't go away.
The Travel Show, your essential guide wherever you're heading. Mush, mush.
Now back to my adventure with the indigenous Inari Sami people here in northern Finland. It's minus 13 degrees Celsius today, and guess what Johanna and Auntie have got lined up for me?
So we're going to go fishing today. Have you been fishing before?
I've never fished in my life. Well, I have. I've gone to the supermarket and I've looked for the fish on different shelves.
Okay, we do it differently here, so we actually go fishing here.
Really important question. Do I get to use the snowmobile again? Oh, yeah.
It's waiting for you here. So let's go.
Yeah, let's rock and roll.
The Sami have lived in harmony with nature here for thousands of years. The wilderness around Lake Inari is virtually unspoilt, unlike in other parts of northern Europe where Sami homelands have been encroached upon by mining and logging companies.
We're gonna check the fishing net.
Fishing is one of the most popular activities in Finland, not just for locals, but for tourists too.
Oh, do we get a fish?
Look at that.
It's a pike.
It's a pike.
And it's been messing up my nets.
There's a real emphasis on low-impact tourism here, which is playing a big part in protecting this fragile Arctic ecosystem.
We don't have that many places to work around here, and not everybody can be a reindeer herder. That's just not possible. So it's also because I know that people are interested about the lifestyle we have here, so it also gives you a possibility to earn money or just get your living out of the tourism.
How important is it to you that the Inari Sami lifestyle continues and you can pass it on from one generation to another?
I'll think about the future, and like my mom and dad, they fish and they have reindeer. That what will I do when I'm grown up, or what my children or their children will do here. So I would like to have this kind of lifestyle to remain here.
So it's fish and potatoes on Monday, potatoes and fish on Tuesday.
Yeah, Wednesday maybe reindeer bits, and Thursday again fish and potatoes.
It's a good diet. It's a great way to keep warm. If you're cold, do that.
Yeah.
But the real thrill here is actually trying to catch fish with a rod.
Can I have a go? Yep. So,
There are fish below us swimming under 1 meter of ice.
keep it warm.
Well done, well done.
It's getting tougher
Harder
now.
when it, yeah.
So it's, yeah, there's layers under. So
Ah,
Yeah, no,
see, I
done.
did all the hard work and then you did a little bit.
I
Yeah.
get the credit. Next thing you do, you want to find out if there's fishes. So you take your cup and you can taste the fish.
Seriously? You can tell me anything. Is it fresh water?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
It is really.
Give me some reindeer hide.
Fishing isn't just laid on for the tourists, it's a real fact of life for many of the Sami who live here. With only a handful of shops around, most fish still have to be caught rather than bought, otherwise nobody eats.
You take care of that one. If you see it running, grab it.
Yeah,
I'll take care of the drinks.
you take care of the drinks.
Yeah. It's always good to have something you want to drink with you when you're out here.
Should admire my technique here. Two, yeah,
Yeah,
multitasking.
yeah, multiple chances to get
Yeah.
fish. Really good. Cheers.
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 Thank you.
At the moment, nothing is biting, so I'm leaving Johanna and Antti behind in the hope they catch something, while I go to find an animal that captures the imagination of everybody who comes to Lapland. Now, this is something I've been looking forward to ever since I got here.
Oh, this feels really remote, and we are deep in the forest. And I've come here because I'm going to meet a traditional Sami reindeer herder, and he's going to give me just a little experience of the traditional Sami lifestyle. Hello,
Hello,
Addy. Nice to meet you.
nice to meet you. Welcome to Reindeer Farm.
Thank you. So, what have you got here?
Oh, I have a lasso here. I just throw the lasso because sometimes we catch the reindeer by lasso.
Okay, let's have a go. I've never done this before.
Okay.
We could be here for some time, my friend.
Of course, if you don't catch that reindeer, you don't get the lunch.
Here we go.
And this is free when you throw.
Yeah. So, okay, Mr. Reindeer.
Well done. Well done. You catch the
Come
reindeer.
on.
Okay. Now we go about 8 kilometers outside the forest where my reindeer is.
Petri, like many herdsmen here in Lapland, supplements his income with tourism. He takes small groups of tourists into the forest to experience living like a Sami herder for a day.
All you can see is trees and snow. I can't even see reindeer. I mean, I can't imagine what it must be like to live out here and how tough it must be to survive in these kind of conditions. But I guess the Sami have been doing this for hundreds, if not thousands of years.
There are more reindeer than people in Lapland. These animals need large areas of unspoilt forest to find the little food that is buried under the snow.
So there you see how the reindeer live in the winter. They get their own food in the forest, they eat the lichen on the land, they're digging the snow off and they eat the lichen on the land.
There they are, they're all coming down from the hills. They know you're here.
The Sami Regional Parliament, set up in 1996, looks after not just Sami's cultural heritage, but also their ancestral rights to traditional lands and natural resources.
If someone come here and offer me good job, big city, and tell me and you get 10 million every year, I can say you can keep it.
Fantastic. You're not a millionaire, but you're a happy man because
Yeah.
you've got the perfect office.
Yes.
Let's rock and roll.
Reindeer herding is in Petri's blood. These animals have been crucial to his family for survival for generations, providing food, clothing and transport.
We are surrounded by reindeer. This is so beautiful. Look at them.
Yes, up!
Look at them all coming.
Yeah.
It's up! It's up!
Very well.
It's up! How many reindeer do you have?
How much money in the bank you have? It's same question.
Okay, I won't ask how many.
It's incredible to think that these animals find any food in these windswept and frozen woods. But most reindeer rely on lichen as a food source in winter.
Wow!
Petri supplements their diet to increase their chances of survival until the springtime.
Look at it. So how cold does it get out here, Petri?
Now it's only -5, but
Only -5.
only 3 weeks ago there's -44.
-44.
Yeah, and coldest what there's been, it's 1999 January. There's 1 week and there's -55.
Oh my.
So now it's like a summer.
I was going to say, it must be impossible to work when it's
No,
-40.
no, because we say here it's no cold weather, it's only bad clothes what you have.
Okay, so it's not the bad weather, it's the bad clothes.
Yes.
Are we going to build a fire?
Yes.
Cool. Whoa! It's a bit hairy. You know, at times you think they're going to hit you with their antlers, but they avoid you. They're only interested in the food and each other. I wouldn't want to get hit by one of them, though. Well, I've had an amazing time here in Finnish Lapland, and this place just gets to you. It has a real rugged beauty. It's the furthest north in the world that I've ever been to, and it feels like I'm at one with nature. And you know what? It's been such a privilege to spend time with the Sami people. Well, that's it for this week. Join us next week when...
As India celebrates its 70th anniversary of independence, Rajan sets off on a mammoth 2-part journey from Gujarat in the west to Assam in the east.
I'm on a quest to find out how history, religion and politics have shaped India, and also meet the people who call this intriguing and sometimes overwhelming country home. It's going to be an amazing journey.
So that's next week, but if you want to see what we're getting up to between now and then, why not sign up to our social media feeds? All the details should be on your screens right now. But for now, me, Adia Depitan, and the Huskies here in Finnish Lapland, and all the travel show team, it's Mona Dirvan. Hey!